Fellas, I've been collecting Ninjago sets for well over 13 years. And over that time, I've gathered up hundreds of minifigures. So today, I wanted to go through my entire Ninjago minifigure collection, which spans every single season of Ninjago, hundreds and hundreds of minifigures, including some incredibly rare and expensive ones. So things got pretty insane. So I went ahead and laid down myself some foundations. You know, we got base plates laid out. This is a lot of minifigures. I wanted to start off, however, by looking at some of my favourite Ninjago minifigures, some of the most classic ones from Season 1 to Season 3. Every single ninja would have the exact same suit, but just in their different colour. You know, you've got the Season 1 suits. Then each ninja also had a dragon suit, where they even have their names written on the back. I mean, these things bang. Then, of course, we have the Season 2 suits, which are some of the most iconic Ninjago outfits of all time. Not to mention the NRG ninja suits. I mean, these things. Just wow. Just wow. I think I'm going to lose my marbles. I think I'm going to get a little bit insane. But fellas, there are so many ninja minifigures I have, so I went ahead and poured them all out and got them all set up on base plates. Now, all of my ninja minifigures actually went ahead and took up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base plates. I genuinely can't believe how many I've got. Over 12 years of collecting, by the way. This is over 380 minifigures of just the ninja. Starting out with Kai, who is probably my favorite ninja of all time. I love this guy so much, and he has had so many fantastic outfits. Some of my favorites, honestly, I'm gonna have to go ahead and say the dragon suit from Season 1. I think this thing is incredibly classic. Got his name on the back, the shiny dragon. Obviously, NRG Kai as well is amazing. Day of the Departed Kai as well, I think is great. I think this is a great minifigure which kind of balances the new minifigures with the old ones. I love it. We've got a Minecraft Kai minifigure. Very, very random, but nice. And this thing is insanely expensive, costing about $4. As well as Season 7 Kai, who I love because he has these fiery eyes. I mean, editor, put a cool fire effect on my eyes right now. I love the Blacksmith Kai minifigure as well. I think he looks very nice. I've been wanting this guy for like literally years, so thank you, Lego. I love Kai, I have to admit. And fellas, you know, things are getting quite exciting, so I'm going to bring the excitement right back down. I'm going to take a look at Lloyd. But over the years, Lloyd has had so many minifigures. In fact, I actually have 78 Lloyd minifigures. Are you kidding me? Why do I have 78 Lloyd minifigures, you ask? I don't know, maybe I hate myself. I'm kind of losing my mind now that I've realised how many I actually have in my collection, because he's kind of scaring me. But he does have some pretty interesting minifigures, like this Season 2 Final Battle Lloyd, which actually only came in a book. I ain't reading all that, but I'll take the free Lego minifigure, thank you very much. This golden Lloyd minifigure has to be like one of the most iconic Ninjago minifigures of all time. Very iconic, gorgeous like a den. I also absolutely love Possession Lloyd, because I just think these suits are fantastic, by the way. I'm also just a big fan of this new kind of lighter green colour, a bit more neon. I just think this minifigure looks amazing. Sue me, sue me. Unlike, however, this haircut here. I mean, it's not really doing Lloyd any favours, is it, fellas? I can't even talk about bad haircuts, because you've all seen what I did to my hair a few videos ago. I'm still recovering. Stop looking at it. But fellas, now we're getting into some territory where the minifigures get a little bit more heated. With Jay. Alright, fellas, so Jay has actually got some pretty ridiculous minifigures. Like, this is the most expensive Ninjago minifigure I own, which I've seen go for up to $200 for this one minifigure, bro. And then to make matters worse, I've also got Future Jay, who is an incredibly rare minifigure, and this is one of the only Ninjago minifigures to have arm printing as well. This thing alone goes for $30. Ridiculous. Who is spending this money on one minifigure? Probably me. So, it's actually bad, you know, it's actually bad. But Jay also has some other more reasonably priced minifigures which I think are pretty good, like Season 6 Jay here. We've even got Evil Jay from Dragon's Rising and the Island Jay, who's got a headband on. Nice. Cole is absolutely balling, by the way. Got NRG Cole, who retails for $30. Stone Armor Cole, who for some reason is like really hard to get your hands on. Came in like this one little cube thing. I don't know why, but it's nice. Got Day of the Departed Cole, who has these translucent arms. Then I had to go ahead and put the Island Cole minifigure. I love this hairpiece on him. And then last but not least, I had to go with the Meg Cole minifigure. I'm kind of rocking with it. Do you see what I did there? I'm so funny. Cole has some banging minifigures, honestly, but so does Zane. Like, not only have we got the Dragon DX Zane minifigure, who I think is just amazing. Again, I love these DX minifigures. Then, obviously, I had to go ahead and put the Pink Zane minifigure in here, which is an incredible inclusion, and I'm very happy that LEGO made that. Mwah. Thank you, guys. As well, we've also got Prisoner Zane from when Zane went to prison. Not to mention Tournament Temple Zane. Again, these minifigures are just gorgeous. I have to include these here. I have to. I just think these are great suits. And now we have ourselves the Detective Zane minifigure who, what can I say? Not only is he a minifigure that we've wanted for ages, but also he's got a custom head print. A little magnifying glass as well. I mean, just look at this thing. He's just having a good time, isn't he? The best thing about this minifigure is that he's very accessible as well, only coming in the biggest and most expensive Ninjago set of all time. So, sucks to suck, guys. And of course, fellas, finally we've got ourselves Nia, who has some great minifigures like Season 5 Nia, who's amazing, Season 6 Nia, Season 4 Samurai X Nia, I absolutely love, as well as the Season 4 Bricktober Kabuki Nia. She's got arm printing as well, goes for about $50 by itself. Mind-blowing for a single minifigure, I know, but this thing is gorgeous. But hands down, the best Nia minifigure has to be NRG Nia. She's got like tentacle on, she's even got water that she's like flying on. They don't make minifigures like this. I mean, seriously, this is just amazing. In total, I've got 80 Kai minifigures, 78 Lloyd minifigures, 80 J minifigures, 53 Cole minifigures, 57 Zane minifigures, and 35 Nia minifigures. I think it's time to look at something a little bit more different, please. Alright, fellas, so I've got even more base plates. Because believe it or not, I've actually got quite a considerable amount of more minifigures. Like, for example, the side characters in Ninjago. Now, these are characters that we see across the seasons that aren't necessarily main characters, but are kind of, you know, recurring appearances. So obviously I needed to go ahead and buy myself some more base plates to make room for these bad boys. Just look at this, fellas. This is so many minifigures. We've got some super iconic rare ones. You better believe it, fellas. There are some absolute gems in here, by the way. First up are the Elemental Masters. Now, Season 4 of Ninjago is my favorite season of Ninjago of all time, and mainly because of the Elemental Masters. I mean, it is just incredibly cool. How amazing is this, by the way? First of all, we've got Jacob Pevsner, the Elemental Master of Sound, Griffin Turner, who is the Master of Speed, Camille, who is the Master of Form, that we actually got recently in the Tournament Temple City. Thank you. We've got Neuro, the Master of the Mind. We've got Balobo, the Master of Nature. Gravis, the Master of Gravity. I thought that was Isaac Newton, but apparently not. Ash, who's the Master of Smoke. Hale, the Master of Light. Shade, the Master of Shadow. Parlov, the Master of Metal. I absolutely love this guy. He's just amazing. We've got Togs, the Master of Poison. Skylar, the Master of Amber. And Wildfire, the Master of Heat. Alright, so here are all the Elemental Masters. You know, we've got a couple of duplicates here, as well as some different variants of minifigures. And so far, this is looking amazing. What was that? Sorry? Oh, you don't have all the Elemental Masters? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that, because I do. Because I do. Not that big of a flex. Probably a bit embarrassing that I do, but... Ninjago City Residents. Now, these are characters that, again, we see throughout Ninjago, but, you know, they're just hanging out in the city, just experiencing the Armageddon every Friday night when the ninjas just go and decimate the city. We've got some classics here, like, you know, we've got the Mailman, Hound Dog McBragg, very interesting name. Clutch Powers, even, who was my childhood hero that was kind of ruined by Ninjago, turned to a life of crime. We've even got Ed and Edna, who are Jay's parents. We've even got this random woman who has a Bionicle t-shirt and Galadon on the back. These things are kind of scary, to be honest with you. Please don't hurt me. As well, we've got ourselves a minifigure that, fellas, I personally have been campaigning for literally years. The one and only Cyrus Borg. And because we had to wait so long for him, I actually went ahead and I made my own. It doesn't look quite as good. I just painted the middle, but thank you, LEGO, for making him. He's just amazing. As well, LEGO also went ahead and made Gail Gossip and her partner, Vinny. As well, I've also got tons of other people that help the ninja throughout the show. Like, you know, we've got Ronin, who has tons of different variants. Masaka, who has 2 different variants, probably because the rest of the variants are neglecting her son. What's that about, Masako? You're kind of a terrible parent. We've got 2 Pixel variants, the Young Sensei Wu minifigures, and this Echo Zane minifigure who goes for $30. It is a lovely minifigure though, by the way. We've also got Scott from Prime Empire and Akino from Prime Empire, on top of one of my favourite minifigures, who is Benthamar from Seabound, but it doesn't even begin to compare to Akita. This is a minifigure who literally came in like a set that wasn't even that expensive, but now you can get this minifigure for about $80, making it one of the like top 5 most expensive Ninjago minifigures of all time. However, if you want to get a cheaper version of her, you can get her when she's a wolf for about $10. So, nice. I absolutely love this Sensei Garmadon minifigure as well. I think this is a brilliant minifigure on the back. On top of loads and loads of Sensei Wu minifigures, like Golden Wu here, who came in Ninjago Market. And probably my favourite minifigure in my collection, fellas, has to be, drumroll please, the one and only Bartender Dareth. I love this minifigure so much. Dareth is one of the best characters in the show. Sorry, the best character in the show. I also have Sensei Dareth. However, I don't know where my other Dareth minifigure is. I actually took him to Denmark with me, and I might have left him there. So, Dareth, come back. I miss you. I also have tons of Aaron minifigures and tons of Sora minifigures because these guys are in every single new Ninjago set, by the way. Sora has so many different hairstyles and variants, which are pretty nice, but Aaron just has loads of these long, like, things. I don't know what they are. Did you just hit people with them? I don't know. I mean, fellas, look, at the moment, the minifigure collection is looking pretty good, but there's too many good guys, and, you know, we need a little bit more evil in there. And fellas, you're in luck because I have so many evil Ninjago villains. You don't even know. Both of these bags are filled to the brim with villains, by the way. I'm very excited. In villains alone, I have over 290 minifigures. Starting out, we've got the skeleton minifigures. I mean, there's so many variants in this, considering the fact that it came out in 2011. We've got a regular skeleton, a red armor skeleton, a jester skeleton, whose name is Crazy. We've got Knuckle, Whiplash, Cruncher, Crackjaw, who has this cool little helmet on. We've got a blue jester, and of course, Garmadon. And then in front, we've got all of the Serpentine minifigures, who I actually don't have very many of, but I mean, I have pretty much all of the Fangpire, Constricti, Hypnobrite, and Venomari minifigures. On top of that, I also have 3 out of the 4 generals. I've got myself Slitherer, Scalador, and Assidious, but I am missing the Fangpire one. But fellas, like, it also made so many great minifigures like the Stone Warriors. You know, you've got little Stone Warriors, you know, you've got big Stone Warriors, you've got even bigger Stone Warriors, as well as the Nintroids, where there's absolutely, again, tons of variants. You've got ones with the helmets on, helmets off. I personally absolutely love the Season 4 Anacondri minifigures, who again have tons of different variants. You've got one with a Mohawk, 10 million likes and I'll get a Mohawk. You also have the Anacondri Serpentine minifigures. I love these things as well. On top of that, we've got Master Chen, who in my opinion is probably like top 5 best Ninjago villain minifigures. I've also got Klaus as well, who is again an amazing minifigure, an amazing character in the show. Not to mention this White Python minifigure. I mean, this is a great inclusion and a great minifigure. Guys, I'm balling. And also, fellas, I have, like, for absolutely no reason, literally dozens and dozens of ghosts as well. But I also, for no reason, have loads and loads of Sky Pirates. They have got to be some of my favorite villains because there's so many different variants of characters. Particularly, I absolutely love Dogshank, who is the first Ninjago big fig that we ever got. As well as, of course, you know, we've got Clancy, Nadakon, like, just so many good minifigures. And fellas, I could sit here all day and talk about the Ninjago villains that I have, but some of my favorites have to be Prince Kalmar. Gorgeous, gorgeous minifigure. I also absolutely love the Harumi minifigures, like this one from Prime Empire. On top of the mechanic from Ninjago Gardens, we've also got his henchman as well. This Fugidove minifigure, who I custom made. Lego, I'm still upset at you that you haven't made one yet. Please make a Fugidove minifigure, please. Guys, comment down, ask Lego very nicely to make a Fugidove minifigure. We've also got Misdemeanor here, who again is from Ninjago City Market. I also love the Skull Sorcerer. I think this is a super unique minifigure, as well as some of the most expensive Ninjago minifigures, which are the Oni. These things now go for ridiculous amounts of money. Back in the day, though, you could get these in these little packs where you could get 3 of them. I wish I bought more of these. I would literally be a bagillionaire. But fellas, that is every single one of my LEGO Ninjago minifigures in my collection. In total, it's over 800 minifigures spanning from 2011 to 2024. Some minifigures as well that are ridiculously expensive. So fellas, let me know, what was your favorite minifigure in my collection, and what minifigures am I missing? What minifigures do I need to add to my collection to finally be the ultimate Ninjago fan? Just look at how many minifigures we're rocking with here. I could seriously take over the world with these guys here. So watch out, subscribe, or else I'm going to pull up with these. Subscribe.